talk about going against your longtime rivals, the Ateneo de Manila University. It's been so long. You've always been facing them sa semifinals. Pero what's got to be different with how you play this time around to get over that hump? And you're also going to be facing them muna for first round and second round.
Okay.
Parang malalim yung hininga dyan before answering.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. They're big rivals ever since my rookie year. Anyway, I've played them in the Final Four. Coach Olsen always talks about re-establishing ourselves. So this game is going to be very different from the previous games. We've played them. You know, I mean, they have gotten better. We're a lot younger. So again, like the effort's going to have to be there.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the small things that will really get us over the hump this time.
Para sa akin kasi, yung athletic director namin, si Sir Mark Molina, gives a lot of motivation sa amin. Kasi lagi niya sinasabi na we're the only one team na we beat Ateneo every year. So,
and those losses are heartbreaking to the Ateneo fans and community.
yes,
We remember that.
Like parang didn't expect ng mga tao na kaya naming mapanalo yung mga games. Pero we find ways nga di ba? We find, lalo na yung mga coaches naghahanap ng mga paraan para kaya nagdidiwala kami sa kanila. And yun nga, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, sila lagi kalaban namin sa
Since your rookie year,
semifinals.
tapos last year mo na ngayon.
Yes.
Bilis na nga, boy.
Hopefully ngayon, last year ko na, we put ourselves a better position. Like, we earned that twice to beat advantage. Kasi before, lagi sila yung may twice to beat advantage. So yun, sana maganda yung maging position namin.
So LJ, how do you plan on contributing to that? Para maka-twice to beat advantage kayo this time around.
Siguro sa akin, siyempre pag pinag-uusapan yung Ateneo, defending champion yan, malakas yan. Pero para sa amin, yung team namin, di namin iisip na kung malakas yan. Basta sa amin, lalaroin namin kung anong meron sa amin. Then, kung anong gagawin namin sa loob ng court, dapat ipakita namin sa kanila na kaya namin sila. Yun lang.
Pero yun nga, sinabi kanina ni Ken na some people might think it's a disadvantage dahil marami kayong rookies sa team because, of course, sometimes experience really plays such a huge role when you win games. But how do you plan on turning that disadvantage into an advantage para sa inyo? Dahil I'm sure having so much rookies, that kind of energy, maraming mabibigay para sa FU Tamaraws with that brave mentality.
I mean, there's skill and will. If I can put it into like that kind of perspective. So if the rookies, the Ateneo must malakas sila.
Yeah.
Like, if your will is on par with their skill, anything can happen. So the rookies really have to bring that fire and don't back down.
Wow. If there's a will, there's a way. Kenneth Tuffin, 2019.
Para sa akin, yung sinasabi nga ng coaches na dalhin lang ng mga rookie yung fire nila, yung excitement nila sa laro, gamitin nila yon na para makapaglaro ng mabuti sa loob ng court. Tsaka syempre, para kami, mga veterans, ma-inspire din kami sa kanila na parang sobrang fire nito maglaro, sobrang excited nila sa laro. Pero syempre, may kaba pa sila eh. Nandun naman kami.
Doon kayo responsible to ground them.
Yes, responsibility namin.
Kasi last year tama, diba? Rookie rin ako kasi naramdaman ko rin yung sinabi nila eh. Kasi andun yung kaba, yung excitement. Pero para sa akin, yung mga rookie namin ngayon, alam ko, kaya nilang gawin yung gagawin nila. Then, parang dapat bigyan sila ng confidence. Yan.
Paano niyo ibibigyan ng confidence yung
dapat encourage namin sila na ganito.
galingan lang. Especially pag nade-discourage sila. Now, we were talking about messages before, pero this time, I want also to request. It's Ino's last paying year. I want your message para sa inyong graduating co-captain.
Mukhang papayak yan
Go, LJ, the floor is yours.
Ako para sa akin, sobrang yung career ni Comboy ngayon maging successful kasi lahat naman nakikita ko sa kanya, andun yung nag-enjoy siya, na kasama yung teammate namin. Then, nakita ko yung hard work niya sa loob ng court. Nag-extra siya palagi. Then, alam ko, yung hard work na yun, mapapalitan ng mas mahigit pa. Then, alam ko maging successful yung journey na ngayon. Then, siyempre, lalo kami. Siyempre, apat yung gagraduate sa amin. Dapat kailangan namin mag-step up, di ba? Kailangan namin makapasok sa finals, so Final Four. Final Four muna bago finals.
Okay, sige. One step at a time. How about for you, Ken? I guess a message to your the FEU Tamaraws, because you're the captain.
Yeah.
And of course, I know you'd want to lead them to that finals.
That would be awesome, yeah. To the FEU community?
No, to your FEU Tamaraw teammates.
Oh, okay.
Them first.
Sir,
Well, with Wendell, I'll keep it short and simple. I know you work hard. Things will happen for you, and I got your back.
Wow.
I got you.
Short but sweet.
Yep.
Pero ikaw naman, Ino, message mo sa kanila for your last playing year that you will give it your all for sure. No holds barred.
ngayon pa lang nagpapasalamat na ako kasi before the start of the season, sinabi namin na like, we asking for their help. Siyempre, we want to end this season na sobrang like with a bang, di ba? Like, para sa career din namin, siyempre, and for the FEU community. Ang message ko na lang sa kanila ngayon, enjoy na lang nila yung games. Gawin lang nila yung pinapagawa ng coaches.
This time, a message to your fans, to the FEU community that have been supporting you from day one.
For all the FEU community and FEU supporters, ini-invite po namin kayo to watch our games. Sana hindi kayo magsawang sumuporta sa amin and we promise na ibibigyan namin yung best namin.
Thank you for the support you've given us so far. We promise we're going to give our best each game, and hopefully you guys will be there to see it.
Be brave, FEU Tams.
FEU, be brave.
Thank you so much, Ken, Ino, and LJay. This has been an episode of The Score. Thank you so much, mga kapamilya, for watching. And you can catch all of our previous episodes on I Want. See you next time.
The North Face 100 is actually an ultra-marathon distance trail run event. It's a 100-kilometer event that is usually a 24-hour long event. It's actually a series of trail running events held in 8 Asia-Pacific countries. So one of which would be the Philippines. The 100-kilometer is a 24-hour race. We will start from Camp John Hay, and then we will pass the city of Atogon, Benguet, and up to the highest peak, which is Mount Ugo. For the local trail runners, expect a good challenge for this year's event. So the scenery will be really good, and of course the weather will be great.
What I love about trail running is that it brings you to places that wheels or any kind of transportation won't bring you. Your feet are your best vehicles, at least in my opinion. So yun ang pinakamaganda. You get to see the mountains, you get to feel or breathe fresh air. So participants who will be running the TNF 100, they expect to have a very challenging route because this is the Cordillera after all. So you're gonna have really the elevation that you're looking for, and it's gonna be very technical. You're gonna experience some rocks, roots, mud, all the things that you're looking for in any challenging ultra race.
You know, as athletes, diba, when you race, parang there comes a time you just don't want to do it for yourself anymore. Smile Chain as an organization, they have slots in the World Marathon Majors, such as Tokyo, Berlin. You can get slots and then race funds, so you can get this free slot because these races medyo mahirap makapasok. But with Smile Chain, they can actually give you a slot, but in return, you also raise funds for them.
It's the most fulfilling. I've been racing for 12 years now. This is my first time to race under a charity. So, you know, this racing, other than myself, I'm also racing for the children that we may have been helping through this foundation.
Ang sarap lang talagang isipin na you're an athlete, but you are a charity athlete. And that's the reason why I am doing it. Because I'm so fired up and fueled up to raise the flag of the Philippines in Berlin. Thinking about my donors and the kids na had free surgeries because of Smile Train Foundation.